The sun is a powerhouse for life on Earth. It provides energy to the planet. Without sun, no one can live on Earth. Hi, I am Muhammad Suhaib and you are watching Universal Explorer. Before discuss our host star sun, I requested to all of you to please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so you can see my latest informative videos. The sun is the star at the center of our solar system. It is nearly perfect sphere of hot plasma with internal connective motion that generates a magnetic field. It is the most important source of energy for life on Earth. Its diameter is about 1.39 million kilometers or 109 times that of Earth, and its mass is about 330,000 times that of Earth. It contains roughly 73% hydrogen and 25% helium with much smaller quantities of heavier elements including oxygen, carbon, neon, and iron. 99.86% of the total mass of our solar system is only Sun. The Sun contains five layers. The first one is core. The innermost 20 to 25% of the Sun's radius where temperature and pressure are sufficient for nuclear fusion to occur. Hydrogen fuses into helium, the fusion process releases energy and the helium gradually accumulates to form an inner core of helium within the core itself. The second layer is radiative zone. Convection cannot occur until much near the surface of the sun. Therefore, there is a radiative zone in which energy transfer occurs by means of radiation rather than by convection. The third one is convective zone. It is about 70% of the sun's radius and close to the visible surface. This becomes the primary mean of outward heat transfer, similar to the weather cells which form in the Earth's atmosphere. The fourth and the second last layer is photosphere, the deepest part of the sun which we can directly observe with visible light. Because the sun is a gaseous object, it does not have a clear defined surface. Its visible parts are usually divided into a photosphere and atmosphere. So the last one is atmosphere, a gaseous halo surrounding the sun, comprising the chromosphere, solar transition region, corona, and heliosphere. These can see when the main part of the sun is hidden, for example during the solar eclipse. The Sun is a G-type main sequence star based on its spectral class. As such, it is informally and not completely referred to as a yellow dwarf. Its light is closer to white than yellow. It formed approximately 4.6 billion years ago from the gravitational collapse of matter within a region of large molecular cloud. Most of this matter gathered in the center, where the rest flattened into an orbiting disk that became the solar system. The central mass became so hot and dense that it eventually initiated nuclear fusion in its core. It is thought that almost all the stars formed by this process. The Sun currently fuses about 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium every second, converting 4 million tons of matter into energy every second as a result. This energy, which can take between 10,000 to 170,000 years to escape from its core, is the source of sun's light and heat. When hydrogen fusion in its core has diminished by the point at which the sun is no longer in hydrostatic equilibrium, its core will undergo a marked increase in density and temperature while its outer layer expands, eventually transforming the sun into a red giant. It is calculated that the Sun will become sufficiently large to envelop the current orbits of Mercury and Venus and rendered Earth uninhabitable, but not for about 5 billion years. After this, it will shed its outer layer and become the dense type of cooling star known as white dwarf, and no longer produce energy by fusion, but still glow and give off heat from the previous fusion. I hope you like the video, so don't forget to like and comment on this video so I can know about your response. Thank you.